Tautoko, congratulations. TA victory 26-14 today over the Wainui Marada Lions. 12-8 at half-time to you guys. What was the build-up to the game leading into this week?
Leading into the game, we had a good tune-out during training, so there was a big concentration on ensuring our D-line moved up, making sure we hold up there because Wainui were renowned for offloading the ball. So maintaining them in the middle, and then again on attack, making sure we go through the middle, work through the middle, so that it just makes them work a bit harder. Try and run them out of gas and bring their backs into play, but only through the middle, and to help us not have to scramble too much. Yeah, I think the boys stuck to the game plan a bit there, out there.
Yeah. So that was the game plan going into the game, or the game plan that evolved during the game?
No, that was going into the game. Yeah, the conditions certainly helped. A bit boggy on the edges out on the field today, but the middle of the field was certainly pretty firm, so it helped us in the middle to just maintain the middle. And once we got a bit of a shift to the edge, once we had numbers, our outside back three worked pretty hard, and they were pretty fine on the chalk there. I thought a couple of times they'd win out, but obviously not. But a couple of times they did go out, but pushing the boundaries a bit there.
Yeah, there's a lot of history between the two clubs, a lot of rivalry. Did that just lead it up a little bit in terms of emphasising it and really start to get the adrenaline rushing for the teams?
Yeah, it certainly did. It played a big part in it, you know. Our rivalry goes way back to the late 80s, sorry, when Wainui took our club under their wings when we're trying to establish ourselves again, and that rivalry is maintained, you know. And of course, coming here to play in Wainui is always a hard task at the Lions Den. The supporters have always been vocal on the sideline, and they've never been shy. And to come over here and get a win is always pretty sweet.
Yeah. Anthony Utunga today getting 2 tries at fullback. That says something about the fact that you're willing to spin it out, and also for him getting in the back line. Was that again something you talked about, getting the fullback more involved in moving up?
Yeah, we certainly worked on it during the week, him and I, and our left side attack. But of course, it just comes on the back of some good forward play. Our forwards laid a good platform out there, and of course, Anthony's got a bit of experience, played for Wellington as well, and he chimes into the back line with some good timing. So we worked on it during the week, and of course, those were his rewards.
Yeah. And talking about that experience, you've also got old heads like Mike Nathan there. So, I mean, has there been much talk about from the old campaigners in terms of talking about directions, or you would just let it flow as it comes along?
We talk about it during the week, yeah, but they sort of rely on myself and Anthony and Nathan to extend off to direct them around the field. We just tell them, make sure we hold our shape and stay in the middle. We'll keep pushing forward, and we'll just roll with the punches, as you say.
Yeah. Happy with your pivots today?
Yeah, we're pretty happy, to be honest. There's more to work on, of course, to get our combinations flowing and get our communication working, so we can ensure there's a good flow throughout the whole team when we're spreading the ball. But of course, another round to go after next week, and we can work on it in the coming weeks, and it'll certainly help our team.
Yeah. And of course, with these sort of conditions, it's of course 50-50 doesn't mean anybody's even on in those cases. How were you happy with your handling today?
I thought the first half was a bit, I guess, 50-50, as you'd say. You know, a couple of times there we should have just stuck the pill and hit the line, go down, play the ball. But some of our boys did try to force the issue, and it didn't pay off for us. But the second half, we knuckled down a bit there, got to our kick quite a bit, and I thought that was the key in the second half. We completed quite a few sets in the second half, and there weren't as many errors as the first half. So not playing to the conditions in this first half certainly kept the scoreline tight, but in the second half, to the conditions, we sort of got away from it.
And another observation in the second half that I thought TA had superiority over Wainui Marada was the fact that you were running deeper onto the ball, so you're getting much more yardage. Is that the way you saw it?
Yeah, we got some. We worked on that during the week, so we got a new man to our club, Mona. He's come from Rugby, so he likes to run some deep lines, getting our front rowers as well, running a bit deeper and getting a bit more momentum, rolling onto the ball and hitting the line with a bit more power, as opposed to starting flat and slowing down our play of the ball. So that certainly helped today on a weak ground and got them pushing back more, and enabled the likes of Danny to get out of hooker as well and play with a bit of balls, as well as some of our backs.
Yeah. And finally, on your performance today, any individuals, apart from the ones we've mentioned, that we should pay tribute to?
I think it was just a good team effort out there. You know, the boys dug pretty deep late in the second half there towards the end of the game. Wainui coming hard at us in our 20. We were stuck there for a good 3-4 sets, and the boys really stuck their hands up. We showed some good character to work hard as a team on defence, and we did hold them out on line. So all in all, good team effort, and those individuals that you did mention here, they did stand up.
Yeah, well, congratulations, and of course you've got a very big game next weekend against Ratu.
Yeah, it takes me back to around about 2000, I think it was. We last played each other, and it was the first round and the second round. We were both at the top of the table, and we got one over each other. So looking forward to next week, and logging heads again with my old foe, Ralph.
All the best.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Thanks, mate.